Alright, howdy folks. We're out here, it's the next day, and actually let me grab my coffee. Today's the next day from when we set up the grill, and I got the air compressor here. We're just gonna quickly blow this all off because there's packing stuff on here. There's also like little shavings of metal you could see, you know, from probably construction packing and whatever. Alright, so I got this thing not perfectly level, it's somewhat level enough for what I'm doing. Looks like it's sloping more to the right here. Alright, so anyway, we'll deal with it the way it is. Just push this down. So all I'm going to do here is we're going to clean this top. You saw I just blew it off with air, but I have a little bit of Dawn dishwashing soap inside this bottle. This is what I use to clean our granite counters. And we're just gonna get this going here. You don't need a lot of soap, I would assume. You gotta figure this thing is gonna become a mess once you start cooking. I just wet this with just water. Give this a good scrubbing. Now I took the grease trap off, so this water will end up running freely out the back. So I've seen a couple videos where the guys said that the griddle felt pretty smooth to them. This one I could feel a little bit of a roughness to it, but I'm gonna let it go because I think the seasoning is gonna solve a lot of that issue. So I'm making sure to hit the sides, because if there's any of that I don't know what they use, like what do you call it, cosmoline or whatever the heck it is, we don't want to bake that into our griddle. Give it a good scrubbing and a rinse. So I just hooked up the LP tank, 20-pounder, and I put the AA battery in the igniter. It does not come with one. Alright, I think that's pretty good. This is a nice feature on this. Got to kind of lift this back first. Push that forward like that. Okay. That worked just fine. Let's get these back in. I just wanted to get the heavy water out. Just pours off the back, no big deal. Okay, did those both go in? Yup. Alright, so an FYI, I'm glad I did the air hose too. because there was little like pieces of metal, and if you don't pay attention, you won't really see them, but they're like little tiny slivers, and you know, it could be shavings from metal touching metal, it could be from when they manufactured, they don't, you know, clean them good, but we got it pretty good now. So I already got my tank open. I listened for leaks. I didn't hear anything, but we're gonna go ahead and try and start these burners. Ooh, that one lit fast. That one's lit. That one's lit. Wow. I didn't expect them to light that quickly. Wow, that worked awesome. Surprising. All right, so now I'm gonna get this up to temperature. I have my little thermochrometer. So I just checked it and it was like 88 degrees. Geez, it's already, let's see, on this burner, about 136, 163, 165, 140, roughly 140, fluctuating. So you're obviously going to have more heat in the center. Let's see, how low can I go with this thing? Yo, I could go all the way down. Alright, just so you can see, the tools hang nicely on these hooks. I have 3 more hooks on the other side. This little kit came with this wide tong, which is fine. So we'll go from here. Alright, so I did get this Blackstone seasoning. My guess, this is probably just like a Crisco or something like that. I don't know if you could see that or not. Let's see what our temperature is. Ooh-wee, 450. Alright, so I think that's actually a little hot to season. So I'm actually gonna cut it off, and then I'm gonna wait like a minute or two, let this cool a little bit, and then we'll season it and then fire it back up and burn it off. Alright, so I just checked it. We're in like the 370 range. So you only need a couple tablespoons of this or less. We'll try that for now. We don't want too much on there at first. Now I am gonna try this with a little paper towel lightly. I'm not gonna push hard, just enough to get this spreading around. If it looks like I'm leaving, what you call it, so let's see, it's cooling up a little bit here, so I'm gonna drag it from here out. And you want this, from what I've read, you want this to go on very thin coats. I'll get this spread and then we'll fire it back up. Maybe when I hit these side walls, and I am being very careful not to touch it because this thing is super hot, you know, well over 350 degrees. Now you don't want to use bacon, any animal fats, anything like that, because if you're not cooking with it every single day, like grandma used to cook with her cast iron every single day. If you're not doing that, eventually your seasoning will chip, flake, whatever you want to call it. Actually, this is going on nicely. All right. Yo, that looks good. All right, let's get this thing going again. Oh yeah, they fire right up. Oh, I love that. Now you're gonna cook this until it stops smoking, because we're gonna do this like 4 or 5 times. And again, you don't want it puddling up, from what I understand, from what I've read and saw other videos. So this is gonna start smoking in a minute or two, and we're gonna let it go until it stops smoking. And you can see it's starting to get a patine color to it, the hot color. Obviously the centers are going to be much hotter than the outsides. So I just want to show you, you can see it a little bit better from this side. It's just beginning to smoke. You can see it now. So I covered that pretty good. See the smoke. So I just want to show you it's smoking. And that should stop in a few minutes. Alright, so that heavy smoke pretty much cooked off. Alright, round 2. Alright, so I could use even a little bit less than what I did last time. Ooh, that's hot. All right. Put this out. Ooh, that is hot. I might have to get the gloves on. I'm going to switch paper towel because this one's kind of had it. I think for the next one I'm definitely going to shut it off first. So what I did on this one is I turned it down. It's still pretty hot. It's in the 500, so yeah, I think it worked better when I turned it off and let it cool. But it's okay, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I put it on really thin. I may not have covered it perfectly this time, but we'll get it the next round. Alright, again, we'll let this burn off. Alright, so just so you can see, I did not get the edges very good on that last one, but don't fret none. It's only seasoning. We're gonna get it good on the next one. I shut it off this time, and I'm letting the temperature come back. Just in my experience so far, I feel like it worked so much better at around 350 degrees, 360 degrees. So right now we're still at like 450, and it's been off for about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna let it come down a bit, and then we're gonna give it a good light coat coverage. All right, we're about 320. So I just propped up the other side while I was waiting. So it wouldn't run so fast. Hopefully this goes better than the last time. A little more controllable. Whoop. Nice thin layer. Oh, I think it looks great. I can actually hear them light. Alright, so that thing is cooking off there pretty good. You can see. It's actually got a nice color to it, dark. And again, I gotta hit the outer edges a little bit better. Alright, so I just did the last time. This would be the 5th time, and it's right at 350 on the left, 350 on the right, 370, 375 in the middle. So we're gonna go ahead and cook this off one more time. This time I went this way with the brushing, and it seemed to go a little better. So we'll cook this off one last time, and then I'll decide if I'm gonna do it again or not. Probably not. I'll probably let it go at this, because that looks nice. I mean, there's a couple lines in there from when I did it really hot the second time, but that's fine. That is fine. That'll start cooking off in a minute. So I'm sure there's people out there that do it differently. That's fine, but that's how I'm gonna do it for now. If I think of something better or find something better, that's what I'll do. I might even throw some pancakes on here tonight, see how it does. So now I wouldn't hesitate on cooking bacon or something with animal fat in there, because now that it's seasoned, it should be pretty good. And this is going to continue to season as you cook on it. So that's a wrap, man. I'll get the cover back on once this cooks off and let it cool down and wait for dinner. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Alright, it's just cooling down. I just threw the lid back on. That's a wrap, Jack.